Hello, welcome to chapter 8. So this is what we have from chapter 7. All this value and we did with the face of the shaman or medicine man. In this chapter, I'm going to show you how to apply the color to it. It's pretty much similar to the previous two chapter that I show you and stuff. So let's get started. So I put in some the color skin that I picked from my skin palette. It's kind of nice to have your own palette. You can just like pick the color right away and then you mix it up anyway, so it's all looked different after you apply a bunch of color in it. And then I'm picking the red, maybe I add to his headgear using 70%, and some grayish green blue to add to his beard a little bit. And then I choose a sort of a desaturated brown to kind of add on to his beard also. And now adding his colorful dress or outfit to add some red to the nose. There you go. On to the cheeks, some red to both the eyes, kind of adding in some, maybe you got burned by some sun, things like that. It's a Nomad. And then some kind of little color to the lip. It's a little too red in the beginning, but now it's fine. Careful when you use like red or things on the lips. Don't make it too saturated. Kind of tone it down a little bit for guys and for girls also. Make it kind of look natural. Now I'm adding some blue, little bit to the part of his face and beard, things like that. Skin kind of complicated because it's not all in one color. It depends. There's some cool area and some warm area. It's time will take you to kind of like get to know the face. The more you paint people, not from the photo, because sometimes the photo you can't really see that. You have to like go into live drawing, and years after years, you kind of get to know sort of like, oh, that's a skin tone use, things like that. You don't usually see it from the photo because most of the photo is kind of most of them are touch up unless you take it yourself, and most of the time camera can't see what your eyes can see and observe. So I would highly recommend it. Just other than this tutorial, just go live drawing. And now I'm using a kind of brownish painting his whole color in the background, and also lapping over to the face a little bit on the overlay layer, because if the background has a certain color, then it's also affect the feature or the skin of the person also. That's it. The background color is basically kind of like the light that hits. So now we're going in and we're gonna retweak something, add some more value to the color and things like that. And now we're adding some more stuff to the eyebrow. Kind of like, if you just apply the color on the overlay and just leave it there, it's gonna look kind of not really finished. So you have to like merge everything down and go in and actually repaint it again. And now I'm repainting his eyes and part of it, adding some highlight onto the edge of the eyes and the nose, adding some darker eyebrows, eyelash, sorry, and certain part it's like blend some color in and using brush. Now adding his iris and pupil, adding some more wrinkly stuff underneath his eye. Just want to make his eye a little more prominent, because it's not quite prominent yet. It's gonna have like a strong look to his eyes. And cheekbone kind of more pronounced, so I add some lighter value there. And then his nose, adding some lighter value over there also. There we go. Just kind of retweaking. And some wrinkly onto his forehead. And to the other side of the eyes. And now I'm just picking, after you adding all the color on the overlay, then you can just start using a normal color again. Oops, I think I just screwed up the cheeks a little bit right there. Have to fix it. And then it's kind of like we keep retouching, and I mean, you know, painting over whatever that you think is not there that should be there. The eye is too strong, so I tone it down a little bit. It's kind of like the dark value is jumping out, so I have to kind of tone it down. Now I'm retweaking the nose, adding some line to it. There is something about the eye on the right, it's kind of look a little lower than it should be, so I'm gonna have to kind of fix it or move it up somehow. And if this is a traditional painting, is gonna be pretty hard to do that. So it's a good thing it's digital, because I think you can just now I'm just gonna make a copy of the layer, and I cut it or copy it. Oops, I'm gonna need to make more selection. It got stuck here somehow. Lasso tool. It doesn't go to lasso for some reason. Okay, so I'm gonna start it again over. Pick that and then press shift, then you got the additional lasso, and then copy. Then now it's top layer, and then you just kind of move it up using arrow tool. So now it looks a little bit better. Merge everything. Oh, so I merge everything down, and I'm repainting it. Adding some highlight to the nose. We're almost there. Some little bit of crease here and there, giving him really aged look and stuff. Some more wrinkle. Adding some light to the beards and things like that. So his skin is really dark, he's got burned by the sun. And a little thing on the beard, more layers again, so now it looks like pretty close to what I want him to look like. Kinda like a nomadic looking sort of old dude. Reshaping, adding some highlight. Maybe I feel like his headgear needs a little more things in there rather than just a flat color. So I add some black piece in there, and maybe give his eye some color, green, lighter, maybe 50%. There you go, both. Okay, and then. Now he look a little bit better. I toned the green down a little bit more because it's a little too bright. Adding some more dark to the eyebrows, tweaking his lips and his chin. Adding something to his headgear, and be something hanging out from there. Some stitch, make it look unique and things like that. More stitch or design, maybe some indication of a pattern. It's gonna give it a unique look and stuff. Tweaking his eye a little bit more. Then go go and repaint his metal piece, maybe make it kind of goldish sort of thing, make it look a little more like metal and separate piece from the headgear. So there you go. So it looked like a different piece on the, it was kind of like blend in with the headgear. So now I'm kind of separate it out, make it like some sort of a jewelry piece that hanging down underneath, and then I make a copy, and I'm gonna have to move his eye up again, out and then up a little more, so now he look a little more even. There you go. And then go in and touching up things, adding some lines, you know, making him really age, squibbly and stuff. So adding some more, maybe some more pattern to his clothes, a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna I should stop here. Adding some, you know, maybe losing. Okay, so here's a sort of a shaman, wizard, old man kind of things. Chapter 8. So yeah, the tricky part of this tutorial is, you know, the beard, and you know, other than that, everything's kind of pretty similar to the first 2 chapters, and you know, some clothing textures, and this part is kind of different too, so you can just, you know, click and choose a color and apply and put it there. Shouldn't be that hard. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and learned something, and in the next chapter I'm going to show you another face design, but it's going to be slightly different, because it's going to be kind of more of an exaggeration of the feature, and you can stylize them based on like the real feature, and you exaggerate a certain part, like nose or mouth or eyes or something like that. Pick one and then you can exaggerate it from there, and things like that. I'll explain it in the next chapter. Alright, thanks for watching the tutorial. I'll see you in chapter 9. Bye bye.